Hi, just a quick note about this week's assignments. You have two. One is a discussion and one is just called an assignment where you write something. Everybody did great signing in, getting the stuff submitted. So there's just a few stragglers who are still sorting it out, but that's okay. Here's the deal. So what we're doing here in these first assignments is you're reading some things and answering questions and kind of getting used to submitting. But what we're really looking forward to is when you have to write your first essay. But first, you need to read some things from which you can choose to write about. So we're going to read a few items, and then you'll get your first assignment. Remember that the essay assignment that will be the first one is in your modules. You could already look at it if you were so inclined. But rest assured, if you just march along with these assignments, you'll get the hang of it. So today, I'm just going to say what the assignments are for this week and just give you a little info about them. So I'm going to share the screen and just kind of walk you through that. So, whoops, there we go. We'll get rid of that. Here we are. So one of the assignments is a discussion. It's about stereotypes. And the reason we're even discussing that is because we're going to read something called The Danger of a Single Story. Many students choose to write about that. And it does have to do with jumping to conclusions when you first see something, someone, something, a place. There's all kinds of ways in which we assume many things when we first come upon them. Okay, so let me just say this. One student said, what is this link to doc? I'm sorry if that's confused any of you. Don't click on that. That's just how I keep it connected to my Google Docs so I can keep everything up to date. So forget about link to doc. You're just going to go down and submit, under reply right down here. Okay. Anyway, so free writing means you're just going to write whatever you feel like. It's not different really than the one you did before, although I encourage you to kind of see what you say, even though it's a discussion though, so other people will be reading it. And as always, when you have to apply your own insight or experience to something, which you will be asked to do quite a bit, because that's how we kind of take academic ideas or just ideas in general and take a look at them. We try to apply them to what we already know or experiences or films or other things we've read. That's what we'll be doing in here. And that's also to kind of prevent people from just grabbing commentary off the internet. We want it to be kind of tailored to you and your experience and your understanding. Anyway, so you're just going to write about stereotypes. And I use these little pit bulls. Look how cute they are. One's black, one's white. Do we have stereotypes about pit bulls? I kind of thought, oh, yeah, we kind of do. Anyways, so that's the first assignment. The second assignment, or you can do them whatever order you want, is you're going to read the transcript and listen to the TED Talk, The Danger of a Single Story, which is in fact about stereotypes. So I encourage you to do the stereotypes free write first, kind of get in the mood, and then do the next one. And then, so you just click on that and you go to The Danger of the Single Story and you'll see her video. And then it's also here in writing if you want to follow along with the transcript. And if you choose to write about this later, make sure that you read the transcript, because the transcript is very handy to go back and say, did I get that right? What did I say? What did she say? What is the quote? So that's why the transcripts are always there for you in the TED Talks. Okay, that's all I've got for you. Again, here's the deal on the Google Docs. If you're not sharing them correctly, you're not going to get any credit because you just want to get that ironed out at the beginning of the semester. I've tried it a couple of ways, and this is the best way. Just get on board with it. And the tricky part, let's share the screen one more time. Here, I'll do, oops. Oh, there. Here we go. So let's look at one of my, here are your class notes, for instance. And then I check the sharing settings on mine. And then it says, okay, anyone on the internet with this link can view. Now, I just want it to be that you can view, because I don't want everybody going in there and changing everything. That would be crazy. So if I was you and I was submitting something, I would want to click there and say editor. That's me. Not that I'm always going to edit your work, but if you've been paying attention, I've made comments on almost everyone's documents that they have submitted in Google Docs. I just get in there and I say, oh, that's interesting. Or I don't so much comment like that, but sometimes I'll say, there's a really common punctuation error that I would say 3/4 of you are kind of making here and there. And so I give you a link to a guide on how to break that down, how to fix that punctuation error, which is a significant one. So feel free to ask me about it. Anyway, so you're going to go editor, but I'm not going to do that. So you got to click editor and anyone with the link, or you could do Santa Barbara City College. That's fine. But at any rate, you just need to know that this blue area right up here, over here, the blue, is what you need to do for the sharing settings if you're still having trouble. If I have to request that you share and and it goes on and on, you got to remember that that's using up my time to go back and then see if you've resubmitted, and it keeps going. So remember also that Canvas is set up, I have it set up so that these things are automatic. Like it'll give you a 0 if you don't submit something, or it'll automatically calculate lateness. And I'm happy to take off late. If you're late by a day or two, that's fine. Last thing. Oh, I did forget one thing. Just don't leave me now. Hang on. It's almost 2-minute mark. Our attention spans are dwindling. Sharing the screen. Desktop, share. Okay, look, see student tech support. I'm going to go there. IT support, that's on your class notes. You can look at your class notes anytime. You're looking at my desktop. Look, class notes right there. Look at my little arrow. Okay, so it's IT support, and you look. You can click on any of these. If you're having trouble with pipeline, online course troubleshooting, the NFACS, there you go. There's a couple people who still aren't quite comfortable with the submission in general. So the other thing I encourage you to do is to get with a person who's done it before on their device, however they're doing it. You can even head to the library if you felt ambitious, and meet somebody just to walk through, because there's only so far I can go because I don't see your screen. My screen's a little bit different than yours. And I haven't done it as a student. All I can tell you is that 90% of you are doing it. So it's not that it's some sort of insurmountable task, but I do know that you can get confused at first. Okay, so don't feel bad about it. Just use it as one of those things that just makes you stronger. Everybody has to struggle with some new technology when you first learn it. So don't beat yourself up. Just keep on trying. And sometimes it takes a while to go, oh, I was doing that. I should have been just doing this. So that's my words of wisdom for the submissions. Okay, so that's all I've got to say for you. This is Monday, and get the jump on it. These 2 assignments are easier. They will get progressively harder, but they are designed to help you get ready to write your essays. Okay. And remember, I am writing things to you in these assignments, so you might want to glance at them. Sometimes I don't have too much to say. I just give you the credit or not. And remember, if you post but don't reply to a classmate, that's half credit. So at least get something up there. But just make sure that you're reading the instructions, because the instructions will tell you what you need to be doing. And read my comments. I say things to you, and you can say things to me. Okay. All right. Have a good one. And this week, assignments should not be too troublesome. And the TED Talk is interesting and cool. And a lot of people have really enjoyed it in the past. So I'm sure you will too. Okay. Have a good week.